This is Realdilemmaspodcast with Regina and Dorcas.
Hey guys, welcome to Real Dilemmas Podcast. My name is Dorcas and
Regina.
welcome guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, share and all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
I was just talking to Regina before we started recording about her lateness, and she said something about
gonna cast
yeah,
me
you
on?
did say we should talk about your lateness, so let's dive into it. Why are you always late, girl?
I'm never late. I'm always right on time. It didn't bang now that I said it. It banged when I said it before.
So she said something about how being earlier now that she's been married.
Yeah. I think, okay. What I was saying was that I think my natural self is like, I'm naturally a late person.
Okay.
But since I got married, it had to change. Because men are always on time for everything. Like, why? It's like we're going to church and it's like, oh, get ready we're leaving at 10. I'm thinking, okay, 10, maybe, okay, we'll leave like past 10 or half.
So
no.
10 is past 10 for you.
But when we first got married and it became like fights, like not fights, like arguments and stuff. Like it became a thing of, you're always late. I had to start waking up at like 7 a.m. just because I want to do makeup and I want to pick out an outfit. Because it takes me like ages to pick out what to wear.
So this is you being early.
Guys, it's really bad. I'm actually
bad.
very late. And
It's
I
bad.
can't believe it's me because I'm really not late.
I always thought I was always like running late till I met you.
No, I can't. That can't be my MO. That can't be my stigma on this podcast.
Well, they won't know
cannot
because
be
at
the
the end of the day,
latecomer.
they're seeing both of us on the couch. It's when they come to watch an episode and they see just me on the couch, then they'll understand how late you always come. But it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's a couple of minutes late. It still hasn't reached this CP time.
And I think for women, sometimes it's just the fact that, especially with kids, you run late because you're getting yourself ready, you're getting the kids ready.
Yeah,
Is that
but
the
I
case?
think, no, that's not my case. I wouldn't lie. I could lie and say, okay, yeah, that's the case. But for example, today, the kids are gone to school, and I just had one meeting this morning at 9:30.
That was before we spoke.
That was before we spoke. But then again, the lady delayed me and she didn't ring me till about 9:40 something. So that's all right. Although the call wasn't, let me not lie. I'm just lying. Stop. I'm just late because I'm trying to justify things, but it ain't working.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know why I've turned. I think it's just the podcast because I'm not really, unless maybe people can tell me that.
Yeah, you do. You come late to places and things. You do.
But wait.
Even when we're going to hang out, I'll tell you 10 o'clock. You get there at 11:30.
I will collect
an
it.
hour 30 minutes late.
Flog me. I'll collect my flogging. But I have one, guys. This one. When we did our viewing party, who got to the restaurant first?
Oh yeah, you did get there first.
Hello, give me my flowers.
You did get there first. By the way, she told us to get there at what time did
4:15.
you said we
said
should get there at
4:15.
4:50. What
Yeah.
time did you get there?
I got there at 4:20 something.
4:40 something was when
Was
you got
it?
there. Yeah.
Actually,
You got there because that's when you called
really
me.
lied on the podcast. Yo.
You still got there late, but it's fine.
But I still got there earlier than you.
No, you got there earlier than me. I'll give you that. You did get there
So
earlier.
yeah,
than me.
guys, I'm not always late. Just majority of the time.
So today's dilemma, let's dive into it.
All right, what are we talking about?
So now it might seem as though I'm the one always talking about raunchy stuff, but if you're not in a position to do stuff, by stuff I mean sex, you might want to click out because this one has
this
to
is
do
this is
with
18 plus. Guys.
yeah, this is 18 plus, probably 20 something plus if you're Nigerian.
This is Real Dilemma Podcast with Regina and Dorcas.
So this goes. Good evening. What do I do in this situation? My husband hasn't touched me in the last 3 months now.
Wow.
I went through his phone and I found out that he talks to
He's
girls.
touching someone else.
Yeah, well, not yet. I went through his phone and I found out that he talks to girls and even tells them to come with friends. Meanwhile, he doesn't demand for sex except I talk and complain. He will mostly say he's tired, and most times I don't say anything because I know the nature of his job and I am a stay-at-home wife due to pregnancy and childbirth. The painful part is not even about sex, because I'm not a freak. If he insults me and calls me names whenever he's angry without minding feelings, then when he's calm, he never apologizes. Rather, he plays a victim card and starts to report to his parents and his family members. I don't know if that made sense, but basically talking about how the sex is not as painful as the insults that he gives to her when they're when they're having issues. And then he reports to his parents and his family members. He never appreciates my efforts. Rather, he uses the fact that childbirth changed my body and now my tummy is filled with stretch marks to insult me.
Please hold on before you continue. What is with men and reporting to their friends and family members?
No, it's these men. See, it's the men. I don't think all men do that. It's not really
the last episode.
Masculine thing.
Was it the last episode?
Yeah.
And we read a dilemma, and it was about a guy that is reporting. What's wrong with all of you and reporting?
I think I don't think all guys are. Most guys are not like that.
They shouldn't be.
It's women that mostly like report to people. So she goes on to say, he provides almost all our needs, but he's never in the house, even on weekends. I'm tired of this marriage already, but I don't know where to start from because I don't even have anything to fall back on. Even if I leave the marriage, the little business I was able to start is not even enough to go anywhere. Yeah. He's in his early 30s while I'm in my early 20s. Wow. Mind you, this marriage is not up to a year. I would appreciate if you could talk about this.
Wow.
So that's the tea for today.
Summarize.
Summary is her husband is not touching her. He's talking to girls and telling girls to bring their friends and do stuff. And then when they fight, he insults her and reports to his parents. And she doesn't have anything to fall back on. She doesn't have money. The marriage is just a year. A year.
This is why I say, women, get your bag up. Get your money up. Just do something for yourself. Because how are you telling me that you can't, you have nothing to fall back on if anything happens?
But hold on. She's a stay-at-home mom. You know, there are some women who are stay-at-home moms. And they are taking care of the kids.
To be honest,
what can you do?
This person must be in Nigeria, I'm sure.
Possibly. What can she do? She's at home with the kids. She can't really do much. So he has to provide. Let's talk about it from the man's perspective and the woman's perspective now.
All right, Karen.
Let me play the devil's advocate here. Just playing the devil's advocate.
Okay.
And speaking for the man. Maybe, just maybe,
that
he's not enjoying it at home.
He's not even touching her.
Yeah, because he's not enjoying what he's getting at home.
In what way? Like, not the sex, but the other
part.
The
sex. That's why he's not touching her. And that's why he would rather
but that's not an excuse.
No. It's not an excuse to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
But some men, when they're not enjoying sex with their wives, they tend to look outside to do it. That's not a reason to do it.
I know.
But that's why some men do it.
I hear you.
Now, that's something that could have been avoided if he had a conversation with her and said, okay, this is not working. The way you're slopping and everything is not proper.
The problem is that men don't necessarily speak up when they are supposed to. They rather bottle it up. And make some of them don't even talk to their guy friends about it, which it could be even helpful if they speak to their guy friends and say, guy, this is what's happening, how far, waiting if you do, what can I do, that kind of thing.
And some would speak to their guy friends and the guy friends would be like, see this girl where they're outside.
Give you
exactly. There's one babe on the side that's exactly. So
yeah, so it's just, this is so hard.
It's not hard. This is not hard. It isn't.
Why? Oh, okay.
The marriage is too young for this. It's just 1 year.
So what are you going to advise her to leave?
No, obviously you can't leave immediately.
Immediately for me.
No, you can't leave immediately. You try to make it work. Now, 1 year is too short to try to make it work.
Let's take it from the point where she said she's gone through his phone and she sees that he's messaging other girls.
Okay. Then you have that conversation with him.
Yeah.
Pull him up. Have a conversation with him.
God.
Talk to him about it and let him know that that's something you're not happy with.
So what if he says
and tell him you want to leave. If he's fine with you leaving, then leave.
Wow.
If he's willing to work on it, then work on it. Is what I think. Because it's just 1 year in. Bear in mind that there are some people that you do it the first time, they're done with the marriage. So for her to be asking for advice at this point, it means she still wants the guy.
She does. It's only a year. She's not willing. No woman wants to give up in a year. women tend to want to try.
But there are some women who would give up in 2 months if you cheat on them.
Facts.
In 2 months, they're walking away. But she's asking because she still wants to be there. So obviously, you still want to be there. Ask him.
Yeah, I think for me, my advice would be obviously address all the elephants. In fact, the elephants are plenty. First of all, you ain't touched me in 3 months. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because you're definitely doing something.
Yes.
Unless,
it's obvious he's doing something. She caught him cheating.
No, she caught him texting.
Texting other people, yes.
Yeah. So
And
he's
she-
obviously doing. So that was
So
where
he's
they need to
cheating.
start from there.
He is cheating. He is cheating with some, not just one,
Yeah. Plenty, right?
a girl and her friends.
Okay, yeah. They need to address start from the whole cheating thing, the whole not sleeping with me thing. And then whatever outcome that gives you, that's when you really know what to do, to be honest. Because aside that, you still need to address the fact that you need to you need to pick up your life, girl.
Oh
If
my
you are
God.
choosing to stay in that marriage, you need to pick yourself up and sort yourself out. Because this is just the beginning. You're
It
only 1 year
is.
in.
Just 1 year in.
This is just the beginning. So you need to make up your mind. It's really hard,
He
though.
insults her. You know when you're having arguments with somebody and then the person is insulting
He's
you?
a wicked
That's
man.
terrible.
He's even a wicked man. Let's just call it a spade a spade. He's a wicked person.
But you know, women, we tend to ignore red flags. I don't think he started this in marriage.
You saw the red flags, baby.
I don't think he
You
saw this
ignore the
in.
red
I think
flag.
she
I'm
saw.
He didn't join me in my singing.
Sing it again. I did not hear you. Sorry. Sing
Sing
it. Who sang the song? Is it Ruga?
Ruga, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, I know the song.
Yeah.
It took me a second. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think
saw
she
it.
just ignored the flags. She saw it before she got married to him. And now she's in it. She still doesn't want to leave.
She doesn't. And that's fair enough if you don't want to leave, but you need to address the issues and then make your decision on that, because you can't keep going like this. You need to see a therapist. If he's willing, you both go see a therapist. Because maybe obviously as a man, he probably has never really just had the opportunity or the avenue to speak. So maybe if she addresses it with him and he says a few things like, I don't like the way you give it to me, I don't like this, I don't like that, then we can start working on it.
Let me just put this out here. I found out, or I heard recently from a friend, that there are some men who like to do freaky things,
Okay.
but would not do the freaky things with their wives, but would rather do it with their side piece.
Pisses me off.
I swear.
that true?
So that could be.
Chase is like,
Chase,
leave me out of this. I don't want to get involved.
I swear down, that's what I heard. They would
Yes,
rather
I've
do
heard that too.
because they feel like the wife is like sacred, like
What
like
nonsense. If I knock you guys, what do you mean second? Do you know, I don't want to get into this conversation because it's annoying me already, because this thing, I've actually been saying it, and I say it even to my husband, I'm like, even before, I was about to air out my own dirty laundry, but no, you're not gonna get me talking. But like, I say to him that things that you used to do, things we used to do before we had kids. Why aren't we doing it now?
I think with kids.
I know,
It
but
slows
still, there are
things down.
opportunities that allows it, even with kids.
Are there?
Yeah, when
Then
they're in bed,
You
they're
initiate.
locked-
Do you initiate?
Huh?
Do you initiate?
Oh, that's yeah.
Okay.
I'm team initiate anytime, any day. I'm not like those women that would say, "Oh, he has to." No, I don't
Yeah.
have time. I don't have time to waste
You
time.
gonna get your food
When
if you're
Konji
hungry.
hits like this, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
You know the question we asked on the when we did the viewing party about if you and your husband are having a
Fights, yes.
and
How do you?
and Konji has hit you, how do you initiate, or do you just let it go, or do you sleep? I'm initiating. Like, I'm not gonna sleep.
If I'm upset, I think I would. I think I would
You would
initiate.
sleep?
No, I would initiate if I'm upset and I feel like having sex. I would initiate.
Okay, good.
But if my
I don't
partner
get
is
people
mad
that-
at
I don't
me,
get people that say they don't. Even if he's mad at me,
if my partner is mad at me, I would not initiate.
I would.
I'll be too scared to initiate
you
because
know
I'm like,
why?
what if he
I
turns
have
me
an
down?
understanding that the brain up here is different from the brain down there.
For men,
Yeah,
but not for women though.
no, for men. So that's what I'm saying. If it's me that wants something, I
So
would
men
take
have
it.
two brains.
If I oh yeah, they do.
They do. Oh, Chase just said yeah, they do.
They do. So it's
Okay,
like,
okay.
if I want it, I'm taking it, and he's not gonna even say "pim." He's not gonna say a word.
Man, God
And
is
when you
wonderful.
finish,
How
you
did he
just
make them?
Good night.
And then you
Continue
continue
our
the fight. Oh my days.
But yeah, what
But have we helped this lady? We haven't.
We've not helped her.
We haven't helped her.
We can't help anybody. Come on.
You know why I can't? She wants to stay from this. She wants to stay. There are some
Okay, let's
people.
say if she didn't want to stay, what would be your advice then?
No, my advice would be to walk away first of all.
Already?
No, the guy cheated on her. He's cheating on her with his friend.
Okay.
With
So what if
girls.
cheating? What if cheating is not a big deal? Because you know some women cheating is not a big deal for them.
For some women, cheating is not a big deal.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I would be very upset that I would threaten to leave.
Threaten, but you're not going to leave.
I would threaten to leave. His response determines.
Okay.
In fact, I might leave.
Really?
Because it will be difficult to get over it. Because every time you want to make out with that person, you'll be thinking about.
What about if you playing devil's advocate here, right?
Okay.
It's not what I would do. But let her get her lick back. Let her cheat.
But that's the thing. If the woman tries it, it's all over.
Yeah, now.
If she tries it,
So she should do it.
There's no marriage.
On a DL.
but how that would not make her feel good about herself, because at the end of the day, you're not paying back because he doesn't know what you did.
True.
So
I
it's
was
just
just playing
one-sided.
devil's advocate. So I'm just
No,
throwing it in there.
No. So it's just I don't know.
It's a
I don't
hard
know.
one.
It's tough because marriage is
hard
deeper than most people think. Once you're married to that person, there are some people in the comment section or watching this right now that will probably say, she has cheated or the guy has cheated. Walk away, end your marriage. It's not that straightforward.
No, it's not.
Sometimes it's not that straightforward, with or without kids. So many people would comment. There are keypad warriors that will be leaving comments down below and saying, he's cheated on you, walk away, it's not tolerated, and blah, blah, blah. Some of them, if they tell you their stories,
It's not just cheating.
and they lie and
He's
they cover
cheating,
up, they don't
he's
tell you
beating.
their stories. So it's
He's
just
doing
very
the most.
dicey.
Yeah. So it's hard to advise, but if I'm just to say something, it would just be what I've said. Have the conversations. If he's willing to work on it, you guys work on it. And if he's not, then the decision is left to you.
I'll tell her to threaten to leave.
What's this threaten? If you're going to leave, which one is threatening?
You know, when you threaten to leave, sometimes if you're just having a conversation, it's just a conversation. But if you tell him you're walking away from the marriage, then you know you're standing in the marriage. You know how important you are to him.
I don't even think it should come across as a threat. I think it should just be a conversation of, this is what's happened. This is what's going to happen if things don't change.
I'm saying,
so it is sort of, it's like...
I'm saying threaten him
Well,
just because...
If you don't stop...
No! Tell him you're done with the marriage. It's just a threat. But he doesn't know it's a threat. Do you get me?
But what if he takes you serious?
If he takes me serious, he doesn't care about the relationship. What are you there fighting for?
Because I know someone that has happened to.
Really?
You threatened divorce. Yeah, they threatened divorce.
Yeah.
They didn't mean it. But now they're divorced.
Nobody fought for it.
Yeah, because the man took it as, it is what it is.
So he was wrong.
No.
In this case, right?
Yeah.
In this case, not your
The
scenario.
person I know, yeah.
In this case, you are the one who cheated. And I'm telling you I'm going to walk away because you cheated. And then you took me serious and you walked away. It means that I was never important to you now.
True.
There's no way someone is important to you and the person is telling you I'm walking out of your life.
And you fight
And
for
then
it.
you're not fighting. And then you're letting me just walk
But
away.
what if the guy is like, okay, you've chosen to leave. I'm not going to convince you. Especially if
You're not going to convince me.
Especially if he knows that he cheated on you. He knows that, okay, maybe he's feeling guilty as well. And feeling like, okay, let me not even bother. I've messed her.
If you're feeling guilty, babe, if you hurt somebody
Some
that you
people are
love,
different. People are different too.
you love this person, you're
Some
feeling
people
guilty, and then the person
collect their-
says I want to leave, and then you're like, all right,
Some people take their
all right,
L.
I'll just take it as my L and leave. You love somebody and you walk away from a person after you hurt the person. You're not saying, babe, I'm sorry.
No, but even
I
if he
want to make
says
this
sorry,
work.
it's not about what he says. It's what he does, right? Because even if he says sorry in that moment and she doesn't see changes, then she should leave. That's what I'm saying. So that's why the threat for me is not work. It's more about the actions of the man, because most people in that position will say, oh, babe, I'm sorry. Okay, that's if he cares anyway. He'll say, I wouldn't do it anymore or whatever. But then goes on to carry on doing it.
No,
and then he sees, like kids, when they always say, don't threaten your children. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Because the more you threaten them, they realize this one is just joking. So they take the piss.
I get what you mean.
So it's like that. If a woman is threatening a man and she's not carrying out any actions, he's going to keep doing it.
If she's threatening the man and then the man is not saying sorry and then acting sorry, then she can leave.
You should.
Then she should leave. This lady, if you're watching, please leave. Threaten him. If he's not acting sorry, walk away. In my opinion.
What I would say is speak to him, go to therapy, all the good things that people say, and work on your marriage. But 3 months without sex, girl,
3 months is not that long.
You're better than me.
It's not that long. What's the longest you've gone without sex?
Ooh, in marriage? I mean,
Yeah, in marriage. Have you even gone 3 months without sex in marriage?
I've not gone 3 months without sex in marriage.
3 months?
No.
Oh, so you guys have never been apart for that long?
No.
Even childbirth? After childbirth?
Oh, yeah. That's the longest I've gone without sex.
6 weeks.
The 6... 5 weeks.
5 and a half. You almost
plus.
made it 6 weeks, man.
You don't reach 6. I think it's after the 4th week. Well, let's try.
Let's try. Is it okay? So we're good to go.
And then let's try.
We'll be gentle.
But I think that's the longest.
I think I've gone longer than 3 months.
On a normal day, nah. Why? My mind will start playing on me like, what's happening? Something is off. Yes. What is off? 2 weeks? What? What is happening?
I've gone longer.
The people that know me, they know this. I'm not ashamed to say it. They know. They always insult me about it anyway, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know.
All right, girl. Let's move on. It's not about us. We're trying to help people here.
Please,
hopefully,
guys,
we're helping you.
We're not specialists in these things. We're just chatting. We're two girls just bantering. So
it's in the comments.
It's
in the description.
If we say something, you take it. Don't come back and say we gave you advice. So
and if you don't agree with our opinion, please let us know what you would do in the comment section, because, as we have opinions, some people have opinions too. So let us know in the comment section what you think.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next dilemma. So this is, please help me speak about this. Who is an in-law supposed to call when coming to visit? Especially when they are coming to stay for a while and knowing that it's the wife that will be of service to them.
It's the wife. End of. Story over. Finish. Period. Boom. Dot.
So even if it's the man's mom, she should call you first.
Regardless of who you call first, you must call me before you come to my house. Period. There's no even... If you talk to your son. If you don't talk to your son, you must call me because I have the final say.
Really?
Yes.
This marriage, is it one-sided?
No, I have the final say. But that's how it is for real. Like in my household, I have the final say, and I know it, and he knows it. So even if he wants something...
You're giving patience. It's all cool vibes.
Especially when it comes to family. Yeah, it has to come through me.
So even if it's his mom?
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a mom, so I don't have any issues with mother-in-laws.
Oh, okay.
But he's got family, he's got siblings, he's got his dad. Well, his dad is my love, so I can never say no to him. But if it's the same thing even with my family. It's everyone, you come, like he would know.
So his family would have to call you?
And my family will have to call me.
And your family will have to call you?
Yeah. They can talk to him and say it to him, but it's still, the decision still lies with me. Really? Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I'm the woman of the house. It's my house. It's our house, but I run the home.
I hear you.
He's the man of the house, but when it comes to people coming to stay in the space, because because it's easy for us because we have that agreement and understanding with each other. I love my space. Okay. And he knows that I love my space. So for people to come and stay, it has to be my decision because he's comfortable with anybody. He's comfortable, but I'm the one that will probably feel uncomfortable with other people. So yeah, it has come through me.
Okay.
What about you? Why are you saying okay like?
Because I don't see it that way. So if my in-law is coming to the house, yes, they can call me, but I don't think they have to call me first.
No, they don't have to call me first, but they still have to call me before they show up.
Funny enough, I don't think they have to call me before the show.
No, they have to call
now,
me.
by my in-laws, I mean, I'm like that. Maybe I'm like your husband. I can sleep anywhere. I can stay anywhere. See, if 20 people come to the house, I can sleep like this on the couch. I don't care.
That's nice.
I think my husband is more even protective of his space. Than I am. So they don't have to call me. And my in-laws are not many.
Mine are plenty.
My people are plenty. I have more people than he does.
We have more people than he does.
Exactly. So I'm like, if they call me, fine. If they don't, anytime they show, oh, you're here, welcome. I'm cool with it.
The other day, I think it was he 2 days ago? But I do the same thing because I have my in-laws here, but they are his siblings, not like his parents. Okay. So I have a close relationship with them anyway. Okay. So because they've taken time to know who I am and to learn me, they know what's up as well. So the other day, 2 days ago, they just rang me and said, oh, we're coming over. Okay. I was knackered. I was tired. But I wouldn't say no. but I need to know beforehand.
Okay.
I would never say no. If I have an issue, we'll discuss it and then figure it out. But
I think for me, if it's maybe his friends, then I have to know.
funny enough, with friends, I don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
No, with friends, I have to know because I have to put myself together. But when it's family, I'm like, anyhow you meet me,
But that's how I am. That's how I am with everybody, with friends, family. If you come, I'm always, and everybody knows, I know they wear clothes for house. I don't wear clothes in my house. So whatever you come and you see, it's on you. I don't have shame. So I'm always in my shorts or in my short dress or something. So they already know. And his friends, they can come and be one horrible rapper. Like it's just because his friends are more like family anyway. So
no, for friends, I have to put myself together. So I have to know when friends are coming. No, not look nice, but put myself together in terms of food and serving, because it will be, I'll feel a type of way.
They can sort themselves out.
Really? No, but like when his friends are coming over, I feel like, no, I have to feed. But if it's my in-laws, for instance, and they don't call me and they're coming over, which they wouldn't do, but if they don't do that, if they don't call me, it's wee. Yeah, it's what I have, I will give. Do you get? Yeah. Or then I now have to go cook something, make something. But if it's his friends, I'll feel a type of way if they're just there seated with dry throats.
Yeah, definitely. I think the reason I'm the opposite way with his friends, because they are my friends as well.
Okay, so his friends are not my friends.
All his friends, well, the ones that are here anyway, I've known all of them since I was like 16, 17.
Oh, that long?
Yeah, for as long as I've known him, I've known them.
Oh, that makes sense.
So they're like my G's. So if I come and there's no, just put concussion together. I'm not chop, eat it. So it's very
his
easy.
Friends are more of his friends. I wouldn't say they're my friends.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the third one.
The last one.
So hello.
Wait, did we advise this one?
The in-law. We just explained our own situation. So just take what you can take from it.
It was a question she asked.
Yeah, it was
right?
a question
That question is coming out of somewhere. I'm sure maybe her own in-laws just show up.
Maybe they just show up and she's not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But some people see. Oh, we're going back to it again. But some people see in-laws as in-laws. May I see my in-laws as like my family.
Yeah.
They're my sisters. They're my sister one.
Yeah.
So it's like
I think that's the difference. Once you see if you're close to your in-laws like that, it's different. But if it's like in-laws, then you definitely feel uncomfortable as a woman. And I think it's a conversation you need to have with your husband. He needs to then have it with his family. You can't say anything, but you need to tell him.
Quick one. I don't know how good this advice is, but when I was doing my marriage counseling before I got married, the pastor that was counseling us told us that if we want to give, for instance, he wants to give my people money.
It's from you guys.
No, it should come, if we want to give, like if I want to give my mom money, for instance, it should come from him.
Okay.
And then it should be the other way.
Yeah, if he
wants to give his people money, it should come from me.
Yeah.
That was what the pastor said.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I agree.
You do?
I think it's a I don't know if it's a traditional way of thinking of doing things.
Could be.
But I think it's a right way of doing things. Definitely.
I think it's not a bad.
I think it's not bad. I mean,
but it won't work like that all the time.
Yeah, it won't all the time. And if you're not of that mindset, then it's fine as well. You know, I think the aim is just to always present a united front. Exactly. And just be united. I think there's something similar that I heard as well of if you are doing something, it should be a we rather than an I sort of thing. It's all these things that you learn in marriage counseling.
And I swear, marriages are different. What works for A might not work for B. So
exactly.
Just know what you're in and then do what works for you.
I think to wrap that one up, just have a conversation with your husband and then try to build a good relationship with your in-law if you don't have one already. It's always good, man. Nigerians say you don't marry the person, you marry the family. So, and the Yoruba people say a bad wife or husband is not the problem, it's a bad in-law, something like that. It's not like if you have a bad wife,
like it's manageable.
You can work it out if you
but
have.
When you have bad in-laws,
but if you have bad in-laws, it's hard.
Man, I'm glad I'm not in that boat. Because people are going through things, man.
Yeah.
With bad in-laws. Let's move on. So this one says, please, I need help.
Right.
Before we got married, I found out my husband was having an affair with a colleague in the office. Office wife. I found out my husband was having an affair with a colleague in the office. I didn't break up with him then because I really loved him. And when I decided to eventually break up, I found out that we were pregnant. We got married and have been happily married for 8 months. All these young marriages are having serious dilemmas now. Wow. You guys just started. We got married
I'll
and have
ask you
been
a question
happily
about that,
married.
actually.
Okay, for 8 months. My problem is I can't get over the fact that he was with her, and I find it difficult to trust him. Sometimes, even when we have sex, I think of him with her. I always compare myself
Sex
to
ain't
her,
good then.
though I never voice it out.
How are you thinking about someone else?
As
man?
in, like,
Someone that is not like you're thinking about another like dude or something. You're thinking about another girl and your man. Anyway, carry on.
okay. I think of him with her. I always compare myself to her. I never voice it out though. I even dreamt about her
That's
telling me
sad.
about their affair several times.
Omo,
I
this
really
one's
need help
serious.
because my mental health is at stake. I don't like the way I am. Please help me. Sometimes I wish I had broken up with him earlier for my peace of mind. But now we're married and I'm still angry. I need help, please.
Why are you laughing now? It's so sad.
It is.
It's really, really sad because it's actually affecting her mental health.
Listen to me. Never, ever marry a man because you got pregnant.
Facts.
Do not jump into a marriage because you got pregnant.
That's one chance.
Go on.
What I would say to her, I really feel sorry for you, but I'll advise you need to see a therapist. That's my biggest advice because it's becoming a mental problem. Like, not problem, it's
Not a lot of people are big on therapy.
I know, but well, if you ain't gonna do that, you're gonna kill somebody. So I think she should. Okay, maybe not a therapist, but you need to speak to somebody. If you're a Christian and you have a pastor that you're close to, maybe you should speak to the person.
Okay.
Because it's no more. I feel like it's no longer his fault anymore. Because you found out
And you
and you
stayed.
stayed. I know she was planning to leave, but she got pregnant. But for some reason you stayed. And now so many things. I'm sure the guy probably doesn't even know this is affecting you.
Yeah, she said she never voiced it.
Exactly. So now you've removed it from him and you've put it on yourself. So now you need to work on yourself.
She didn't heal before getting married.
Thank you. So that's why I said she needs to find a way to heal. If it's therapy, if it's talking to somebody, it's hard because obviously you can't trust everybody. That's why I always say therapy, because at least you're speaking to professionals in this sense.
Yo, this girl.
So it's a very sad one. I know a very similar situation actually.
Really?
Yeah. I know very sad. I don't really want to talk on it because they might know.
Yeah, okay.
But,
Then don't.
but it's more about and I always go back to this. As a woman, if you know something before you jump into a big decision as getting married or getting pregnant and things like that, act on it first. Sort yourself out. Deal with it first. Don't blindly say, oh, no, or say, oh, he would change, or oh, this or that. Because women tend to internalize a lot. So we might say, okay, yeah, it's over, it's done, I've forgiven you. But trust me, things was like, you're having sex and you're thinking about that. That's where it comes out.
She's gone as far as dreaming about the girl, comparing herself with the girl.
She needs to find the girl. Find the girl.
No, don't find
Track
the girl.
her down.
No, don't find the girl.
It could be closure for her.
No, it will make
could
things
find the
worse.
girl.
For someone like that, that's already thinking about the girl, comparing
She'll
herself.
find her. And
I
she'll end
think
up on the news.
For her to compare herself with the girl, she probably even knows who
She
the girl
knows,
is.
obviously, for her to, she's not voiced out to him, but women, come on. We'll
She
do
would
our
have checked on
investigation.
Instagram.
Before Uncle,
Compare herself.
Before
Check the
uncle,
outfit the girl is
look at
wearing.
what she's wearing. Look at her wig.
Oh, and this girl has
Look
a
at her
tiny
makeup.
waist.
Ooh, imagine the girl is now one of them.
Or it could just be that the sex is so good that she's comparing herself with
The sex is
girl.
not good. That is a lie.
If
the sex is
listen
good,
to
are
me.
you-
Something
wait,
that
when your sex
hurts
is good,
women.
are you looking?
Sometimes when it hurts you the most is when you think, so this good
No,
thing
in
that is
the
coming
act.
to me, he gave to her.
I understand that.
So that's where she might be coming from.
I understand that, but from what you read, I'm guessing it's during the act, during the sexual act. That's when her mind is wandering. Then
Yeah,
the
her
sex
mind
ain't
is
great.
wondering like, okay, it's good, and she got the same thing.
No, then I will be turned off. The moment I start thinking about that, everywhere is dry. Everything till low. Oh God, I'm being too. Oh God. But that's what I mean. Like, why am I thinking that when I'm having fun?
Well, yeah, but on a serious note, I think this girl probably already has self-esteem issues. For you to be thinking
Or
or
it could've-
comparing
no, I
yourself
think
to
it
some
could've
other
been-
person.
It must have stemmed from what happened. At this point, she definitely has that. She has self-esteem.
Self-esteem issues, yeah.
But I'm guessing it might not be like she had it like from before, but it might have just been because it happens. It happened to me when a guy cheated on me. It's like it affected me. Like in that sense, I start to compare. I start to look down. Like I don't think I'm all that anymore. So it takes. Why am I keep playing with my hair? Sorry. It takes work to come out of that.
She needs to heal.
She definitely needs to do that work.
She needs to heal. If she had healed before getting married, but now she's stuck in the marriage. She's not stuck. I keep saying stuck. She's just like 8 months in, and she needs to work on herself.
I even think it can. She needs to speak to him. He needs to know.
Yeah.
It's because I feel one of the problems is because she's not voiced it out.
And she doesn't trust him.
Yeah.
What's a marriage without trust?
But that's because she hasn't voiced it out. They've not worked through it. She needs to speak to him as well and let him know this is what I found out and this is how it's affected me.
So how would you say of course, almost every girl has been cheated on.
Yeah.
Most girls have been cheated on.
Yeah.
How would you say you healed when it happened to you? What helped?
I don't know.
I think for me, what helped was, I think it was maybe because it was just baby love. I realized I don't really love the person that
Mine
much.
wasn't.
So it was easy to move on.
I think mine was time. And mine was space. Time and space because the person wasn't around me.
Okay.
So I had that space to process everything and the time. Because luckily for me, well, I'll say luckily, but it's not really luckily. I'm grown now anyway, so Mom, you can't come for me. I started dating at a quite young age anyway. So a lot of things that happened to me when I was young.
Okay.
So, and you know when you're young, you're like 18, 17, 18, 19. Things like, for me, I feel like I get over things. My personality, I get over things quickly anyway, even now. So it helped me move past it. Time, space, and then getting with someone else. I said what I said. Yeah, it helps. And just, it's not necessarily trying to get back at the guy, but for me, it was a way of, okay, I can be bad too. If I want to be.
Two can play that game. Two can play that game. So in her case, she doesn't have time and space.
No, she doesn't have that.
She's married to the guy.
Definitely not.
And there's a kid involved. Gosh, I don't know, why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
Life happens, and that's what's happened right now.
She needs to heal. Girl, find a way to heal.
Yeah.
Find a way to heal. Otherwise, your marriage is going to be shitty for the next 5 years.
Oh, speaking of 5 years, I was going to ask you, when was your, cause you know they say when you first get married, some people say the first 5 years are the sweetest. Some people say the first 5 to 10 years are the toughest. What do you think about that?
So the first year for me was really good. No fights, nothing. It was really good. I think my tough year was maybe fourth year.
Fourth year.
I think it was the fourth year that was tough for me.
You want to share?
Yeah, I can.
Aww.
The fourth year was tough. I was working. Oh, I had stopped working. So I had time on my hands. So there was a lot of misunderstandings here and there. But the first 3 years were really good just because I was working. Okay. So I was always away from the house. He was away from the house. We were not always like in each other's space.
Yeah.
So I think just being in each other's space, we had to relearn living together again.
Yeah.
So now that we're both in,
space.
Yeah, because it works from home. Now that we're in the same space, it's easier for us now because we had to learn in the fourth year.
Yeah.
When I was staying in the house. So I think it was mostly just staying in the house. We had to now figure things out. Like, okay, I don't like this as much.
That I think lockdown affected a lot of marriages as well.
I think that was even lockdown year. That was lockdown.
Was it?
Wait, 2021, we're in 2024.
Yeah.
No, 9 years. No, it was. No. It was before lockdown. It was before lockdown. How was it for you?
For me,
was it the first year?
To yours, mine was the first.
The first year?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't too tough, but it was a lot of arguments because we've I think just like you, we did a lot of long distance.
Okay.
Long distance for a while until I moved to like the UK. Then I used to see him more regularly. But it was a lot of personality clashes, big time, because we can't be more different. I'm telling you, me and my husband, we can't be more opposite.
Really?
And it's like opposite attracts, bruh. It got to a point I was like, does it really?
In as much as you're...
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I think it happens that way, but there are things you guys have in common
Yeah, we
that
do.
brings you together. I saw you guys singing on Snapchat, guys. Oh my gosh.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. This girl is a lover girl.
Stop.
She's a lover girl. I saw, dude, but that was really cute. I loved it because
Yeah,
I
but
like that.
That's our foundation. That's why
Yeah, I like that.
we met in we met in the choir.
We'll talk about how we met our spouses in another episode.
Yeah, true.
We'll talk about it. But that was really good.
First year.
was
First year,
beautiful
first
to
2
see.
years, and then we just figured it out.
Yo, guys, this episode will not end if we keep
We
going.
need to stop now.
We need to,
we need to end it.
stop.
Before Chase adds to our bill.
If you've gotten to this point of the episode, guys, what are you doing? We'll take a second. Hit that button. Give this video a thumbs up. Like it. We need the algorithm to favor us right now. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in our next one. Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.